Hello. I've just cleared out this bandits camp, and on top of this world there's ruins, which I'd like to look at properly and check out. But it's all the way up there. And as far as I know, the only way to get up there, and believe me, I've been around the whole place, is either A, to fly, which I refuse to do at this point, or B, we're going to use these rocks to get up to there, then we're going to transfer across to here, then we're going to scale this to the top, and then use that to transfer to that one there at the lower end of your screen, just put into the lowest end of the screen there, and from there just climb up the rest of the way. I think I can do it, but this rock face is weirdly deceptive. Certain parts, like I thought I could go from there, that one on the left, the smaller one now in the left hand side of the frame there, and then up to that, but no, can't do that, and it's too smooth for that. So you can see I got some mounts down there. I've been trying to jump on the horns, jump up to the top on that, and it's not worked out. So I got two problems. One, this jump. So because there's handholds there, now and again it makes me want to do that, which means I've got to be really precise about where I jump. Now I'll show you in a minute when I get back up to the top of this rock. Oh, it's hard in itself sometimes. You never think you're gonna make it. If I jump to there-ish, it sometimes works, but not always. There's a very fine line here between success and failure. And the worst part is when I get up to that section, this is very difficult to climb. So I used before that line to get up to about there, and you can see there's this plateau on the top there. Once I'm on that, things will become a lot easier to climb onto the top and then make the transfer. What is difficult is getting up to that point. So far, I think the best way is to go on the outside, and there's that one at the back. Can you just see it beneath the flag there? Just going up a little bit more than the others and using that way to the top. But again, that's kind of difficult. Maybe there will try to... Yes. Right. So now I'm on here. Now I'm in here. Now I'm on there. And now I'm hitting my head on that roof that I talked about earlier. So, getting to the top this way is difficult. I tried on this cable, and yes, you can get onto that little metal thing there, but it just isn't to be. So, onto this log, onto this, and then onto there. And it instantly, oh god, not down there, please. You're hitting your head on everything. It's just not tall enough for what I need to do. And Aloy is a bit too tall for me to do anything but hit my head. So I'm talking about getting onto this teeny thing here. And then I'm hitting my head. Let's see. Alright, let's see. So that, or that one further up a bit, and it is just not far enough over to release me from this tightened grip that is the internal workings of this place. So, looking on the outside, I thought head for this pole here on the very outer edge. That will give me significant altitude over the others, and I should be able to, and it's far enough out to look that I can get a good clearance on that and maybe make my way up there or around there, maybe even to this one here. But that's also very difficult. So, see if I can drop down without really dropping down too much. And I dropped down too much. So it's, as you can see, it's not easy. I could fly and drop down, but I still think it's makeable. Every single time she wants to jump onto that, and I really don't want her to. That's not what I'm trying to do, Aloy. I think I need to almost turn in the air, do like a... that sort of thing. Alright, this is good. This is new. Where can we go from here? Right, so I'm jumping on this one right now. Can I make it over to this sort of structure on the right? No, I don't think so. That's just, again, the stuff above my head. This very well crafted, these things, which is annoying. I want a bit more jutty outy, like spikes out on the side. Put in word in with the Builders Guild. Excuse me, could you make your spike towers a bit more spiky on the outside, please? I've climbed one of these once before, but that was an awful long time ago. I think I remember doing it from the inside, but I sort of found a way out and back in again, and that was all the way up in Petra's Forge lands by there. So that was here, and I managed to get right on top of the world up there, hoping that I could make the transfer across, but I could not. I got about to there, and then the game reset. Nope. Nope. There it is. That's what I was talking about before. You can get onto there, but then no further. It's a very deceptive jumping place. And as you can see, my feet are going from under me almost all the time. There. And then it's just slipped straight down and straight off. And that's just that. So now I'm thinking full pelt tip right. That's good. But then it's just fall back down, fall back down, fall back down. And here's an idea of where I am. So if I made it to this one on the right, then I can definitely get to that one on the left. Then I can transfer back to that one on the right, going up, 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 and we're there. And that's it. But look, this tower here, if I run full pelt from the top there, I can make it onto there. And if I can make it onto there, I can climb up the rest of the way. And you might think, oh yeah, that's a long jump, you'll never make that. Well, there's room for error, so if I fall down to the lower ones, I can still make it up there. all I need is to find purchase on one stone there. Just one. And I can make it the rest of the way. Easy. I've said that before now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, okay, alright. We did it. Oh my, we did it. I don't know how we did it, and I'm glad I'm recording, because now I'm going to have to check my footage and see where I jumped. But we did it. Just gotta not fall down any pitfalls, because these places are littered with them. Oh my god. And now, we're in the ruins. I just wanted to check this place out, because it's largely forgotten about. It's just on top of the bandit camp. And no one ever really... Oh yeah, I should change into my wares. No, I got a stronger one than that. Somewhere. I think it's further up there. It is. So yeah, back on this save game. So I don't know if this is Carja or maybe Osserom, or maybe even from the old ones, but I don't think it is the old ones. I think if you read some of the tomes about how the Carja first came to this land and how they built their lands, they were guided by the spire. That was their main guiding light, but also they talk about previous buildings, they talk about settling elsewhere and plateaus, much like this one. So maybe they built this as an outpost to be away from machines, because when you're up on top of these cliffs, and maybe at one time or another this was all full plateau, it hadn't crumbled away, and then they used this as an outpost for Meridian, or they used this as the first buildings for Meridian. There's also an example of this just around with where the Thunderjaw is here. So there's little buildings along here right before you get to the entrance of Meridian. So all of this, I'm wondering, was this an old settlement of the Carja? Maybe during their rise to power, maybe when they first came here, or maybe during the height of their power, the Mad Sun King's reign. Don't know how far how their borders were affected by that, but they might have used this as a fort or a garrison, or maybe even as a settlement. This is where maybe the slaves came in, then they were brought into Meridian proper, or down into the market town maybe. It's difficult to say for certain, but I don't believe that this was old ones. I don't think, because you can tell there's no metal, it's very brickwork structure, it's very old-fashioned brickwork, a lot of it's crumbling away to ruin, but yeah, in the original tomes about the founding of Meridian, there's some very interesting works in there. Specifically, I found very interesting the fact that they used some of the old ones' knowledge. So they found books belonging to the old ones that talked about irrigation and farming. That's why their farms are so much better than some others in the kingdom. Certainly in the Nora lands, in that part of the country, the Nora certainly don't use farming. They hunt and they gather, but they don't farm. So I don't know. And it makes me think a lot about the future of the Nora. They say they're on the edge of extinction now with after the fights. So would the Sun King give them farming as a way of trying to say thanks for helping us in the fight. You really saved our bacon a bit there. You brought your warriors to Meridian to help with the fight. So here, you'd never... I don't think the Nora, they're too proud to accept tribute. They wouldn't want any gifts from the metal world or anything shiny or adorned like that. But I think they'd accept, maybe not food, but maybe the way to make food. So if they were taught farming techniques and ways to use the land to get food, I think they'd accept that over just a bundle of food given to them, or just decorative plates. They wouldn't want any of that. So it's interesting. I'd like to see that in Zero Dawn 2, some sort of like thanks for helping us in the fight, like the Oseram. What would the Oseram get? What would the Carja give in thanks for the fight? And I'd like to see some of that before we start on a new story. Just little ways in which they were made to feel thankful for the help that they gave. Let's move the oh wow, there's some crates down there. See, I don't want to jump down just yet because I'm right on top of the world, but there's some crates down there. Let's put it today. There we go. Some crates and some barrels. Great view from here. And there's Meridian over there. You can see the archways and the towers just off in the distance. So this area, whole area here, leading past the Thunderjaw, you can see that there, just in the distance, just beneath that old tree, there's more like shattered buildings. I wonder if all of this was part of some larger Carja staging area or fort that was decimated during the liberation. Maybe this was all part of one major outpost or fort. There's a small town over there which could have supplied this with food and soldiers and that sort of thing. So assuming all of this was part of the one same unit, and that's assuming a lot, I know, but assuming it all was, then this could have been a staging area for raids into Nora land and into Oseram territory, because if we go to the map, we are right here. Oseram to the north, Norja, Nora to the east, and then we know that the Plains people are west, so that would be probably down here in the Sun Fort and down in Shadowfall, and all of this would have been used to go west. So I would imagine when the attack came from the Oseram, it came and fell on the fort right here. Probably started to decimate this area with their cannons, and then slowly make their way down here. At that point, they're going up right against Meridian. That would give them time in Meridian to warn and to have the escape of the prince to Bright Market and then across the water. That's my theory. I don't know if it's true. I have little evidence to support it, but I wondered what was up here, and now we know. And it's always good to explore, I think, and I'm always happy to explore. There's a ladder there. I wonder if I can... If I drop down, I know I can...
Ouch!
Yep. Yes. And I can climb back to the top. interesting. Once you're up on somewhere, you can do a lot of exploring in a small amount of time and space. But we'll just go over here and then I'm gonna call it for this video. And there's ways back up. Look, you can see there, you could jump on these barrels up to there, all the way up. It wouldn't be that much of a struggle to reclimb that. This, I believe, is the area with the cave. Yeah. I'll drop that down. You can see that one goes almost all the way down. Don't know what's at the bottom of there. Ropes here. Don't think I can climb these. No. Because originally I wondered if there's some pulleys and ropes over there, and I wondered if I could use the ropes to get up, but not to be, because it just goes straight through. As you can see there, it just goes straight through, so you can't use the ropes to get up. There must have been ways to get up and down back in the day, but not today. And that's it. Don't think I can go any lower. Interesting to see though, it's mostly hollow, this area. That's gonna have to be it for this video, as I thought I'd get trapped and wouldn't be able to recover from this, and I was right. I can't, and I am. Interesting to see though that these places exist in the world, that you can find areas that you can get to, and we're still discovering things. Oof. It's right on the bridge. Ooh, that's nasty. I once used one of these to get up and down in a place. I wonder if this would provide a similar method. But, nope, gonna leave it there for tonight. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.